Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Orlando, Florida for your next Champion of Champions tournament match.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen, a former NXT UK World Champion, a man who, until his reign ended, was the longest reigning NXT UK champion. However, his reign was surpassed by the man who defeated him, and a man who, shockingly, at least in my opinion, was eliminated in the first round of the tournament, Walter. And I'll tell you what, once again, I have peeked at the brackets, and boy, oh boy, does Pete Dunne have a test in front of him here tonight. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The Big Red Machine has entered the arena. And he apparently is not alone.
Accompanied by Paul Bear from parts unknown, weighing in at 369 pounds, the Superstar.
Accompanied by his father, Paul Bearer. Ladies and gentlemen, the Big Red Machine is here. And I don't know where Paul Bearer apparently got into. Apparently he pulled a disappearing act somehow. He must have disappeared in the fat air, because it certainly wasn't thin, but he's here to support his son. Well, he's apparently mixing with that dark arts magic again. He's back. But look at Pete Dunne going right at Kane. Oh, but he's going to have to do more than those strikes, as obviously Kane having enough strength to be able to block them. But look at this, coming out of the suplex with a German counter. And now gonna go, oh, I thought he was gonna go for an arm submission there, but instead locking in the triangle choke. But this may be a huge mistake, as Kane has certainly not been worn down enough to go for that move. It even looked like maybe Pete Dunne could not have gotten that hold in properly, as big as Kane is. And now Pete Dunne taking him down by the arm, but instead opting to stop him on the back of his head, and as a receipt, Kane plants Pete Dunne on the top of his. Snapmare by the big monster in a net. Oh, what a counter there by Pete Dunne, and he might have made a mistake trying to go for that. Oh, lovely counter though. One. Only a one count. Not even close to a sneaky pinfall, but you know, a double stomp to the... Maybe that was one kick to the face. Too many, though. Pete Dunne's going to try and quicken up the pace here, but... Look at Kane. But Kane, for some reason, just coming to a standstill on that top rope, but Pete Dunne did not finish the job and knock him down, so Kane was still able to come off the top with a nasty, nasty brain chop there. But Pete Dunne firing back with a nice monkey flip. I, however, don't think something like that will damage Kane as much as he needs to, but a beautiful X-Plex there, and look at that, Paul Bear trying to distract Pete Dunne, but it doesn't work, and a vicious arm breaker there. Trying to take the choke slam out of Kane's hands. Oh, and a close close rope break there by Kane. Even though he's a monster, apparently showing very good ring awareness. And just following up with vicious stomps to the midsection. And Kane going for that Magna nerve hold there that we've seen employed since the early days of WWF. And now, big sidewalk slam showing devastating effects to Pete Dunne. But just gets Kane a 2 count as once again, I don't think, even though he's arguing with the ref, Kane should have expected that to be the end of this match. But it certainly is going to help as far as wearing Pete Dunne down. And this is certainly going to wear Pete Dunne down as a devastating landing on what some of you may know as the hardest part of the ring, and that is the apron. But Pete Dunne showing fighting spirit once again, trying to fight out of any predicament he can. I don't know if running into those steel steps, though, is going to do him any favors. Oh, Kane's got Pete Dunne up. This could be devastating, but Pete Dunne finding out of it with a lovely arm drag counter. And now once again taking him down by the arm and going for another stomp, this time to the spine of Kane. And the ref is at 7. Ladies and gentlemen, these men need to get back in the ring. Wait, what is... Well, Pete Dunne definitely probably should have taken a count-out victory there. Maybe he'll make me eat my words later, but that is a devastatingly crucial mistake that we possibly just saw. Kane now with that camel clutch, obviously not going for a victory here, just deciding to punish Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne, luckily enough, seems to be fighting out of it here. Flipping Kane over in a very surprising show of strength, but that hasn't done enough as a devastating backbreaker, and I can only imagine the pressure that Kane was applying there to the midsection of Pete Dunne. Oh, just throwing, launching even Pete Dunne into the barricades there. And no, even though his father, Paul Bear, and Pete Dunne once again going for that arm. But instead of capitalizing on that arm attack, instead once again going for the spine, that also might be him. And once again, Pete Dunne, he is making too many crucial mistakes, I feel. And it's nice to see he's so reliant on that one maneuver. Maybe if Pete Dunne tried something else, he would get the match even more in his favor. And you know what? Sending the monster into the ring post like that, well, I was about to say might be one of them, but Kane just proving me wrong. But Pete Dunne apparently still having enough in him to send Kane into the ring. And, oh my goodness. Can he hit it? He does! He hit the bitter end! Could Pete Dunne pull off the biggest victory of his career? He will not. At least not at this moment. And that may be the... Pete Dunne's size there might have actually benefited. And now going for the very narrow eye holes of that Kane mask. But as I was about to say, Pete Dunne's size there may have actually worked to his benefit there, as he somehow was able to avoid that Kane clothesline without ever actually doing anything. Oh, but Kane now, he's got it. Pete Dunne goozled. Choke slam to hell. It's over. No, it is not. Pete Dunne getting the shoulder up at the last possible second. You could not come closer to a 3 count without actually hitting that mat. And Kane, Pete Dunne countered. And going for a move that was not the arm takedown and spine stomp. Oh, but Kane firing right back to the devastating shot to the midsection, and he's got him again, second time as the charm. Choke slam. And Bearer with a sickening smile on his face as the big red machine has advanced. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like if one thing's for certain in this tournament, it is that the NXT UK champions have not been having a run of good luck, but Pete Dunne, amazingly, against one of the tallest athletes in Federation history and also most devastating, showed and put up the most fight.
Here's your winner, the Superstar.
And there's only one more NXT UK champion to put up a fight in this tournament. Would his luck be any better than what we've already witnessed? Thank you, Paul Bearer, for putting your big fat head into the camera view so it looks like an eclipse on the body of Kane. And we are still not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We have a few more matches for you here tonight, and we will be once again right back after this brief intermission.